So welcome to my review of this week's Lucha Underground. And last week, I can now say that last week was a transition episode. And that Lucha Underground is back in the groove. So last week they were transitioning from Aztec Warfare, introducing this new champion. Who is he? What does he do? What is he about? Besides what we found out in Lucha Underground, in Aztec Warfare, which was very little. We still know very little about the man, but I think slowly we're gonna learn more and more about him. And this week he was having the match with Phoenix, and Dario Cueto's like, "Hey, remember mom?" Something he says something like that, something about his mom, and we found out in a vignette backstage, right when he was in that factory with that bull. He had that bull. I guess Matanza had killed his mother with that bull. So this guy's crazy. He's insane. So we're gonna find out more and more about him, and the commentary team is gonna learn more and more about him. And something epic happened at the end that got me pumped. But let's start off the show. The show started off with Vampiro backstage, looking in the mirror, looking menacing. And that is all I could really say about that vignette, because I came home a little bit late, 3 minutes into the show, and I missed that vignette. 3 minutes, I know that's a lot. And if he talked for 3 minutes, I know he probably said something deep, and I apologize for missing it. I'll say it up front. I apologize. But the next vignette I did not miss. It was Joey Ryan and Cortez Castro, or the two undercover cops. these guys these guys work hilarious together. They're like the serious guy, the silly guy with Joey Ryan, and the other detective who's a woman. He tells Joey Ryan, he's like, "Yeah, good work. Good work. We got Dario Cueto back." He's like, "Yeah, it's how I do." And Cassio's like, "Wait, he didn't do anything." She's like, "So why did he come back?" "He just came back." And Joey Ryan's all taking credit for it. But we find out that Joey Ryan will team up with Cisco and Officer Reyes, who is Cortez Castro, in the Trios tournament. So they will be part of the Trios tournament later on tonight. And brings us to the first match, a hard-hitting women's match. Ivalice versus Cobra Moon. Now, this episode didn't really feature a lot of lucha, a lot of high flying, a lot of spots per se. And this match started off. It was a hard hitting match. Both these women hit each other rough. They had a spot where they were just chopping away at each other, and it's loud. And I know women are more sensitive in that area than men, but man, this was a hard hitting match. Cobra Moon had Ivalice in a half tarantula lock on the corner, and it was a rough mat based match filled with submissions. Very good match, very entertaining. Not a great match, not a match filled with spots, but if you appreciate your wrestling, your mat-based wrestling, you will very much enjoy this match. Ivalice wins with the powerbomb, and there you have that. The next vignette started off with Famous V talking to Mascarita Sagrada in the back, and he's like, "Call." I forget the number, but he's like, "Get Bam." I think it's 423. Get Bam, and he's just telling him. He walks by, and their sexy star lifting. Wow. Doing a deadlift, I think it's called. She's just like, with freaking 3 plates on each side. She's crazy. And Matt comes out and he's like, "Hey man," he's like, "Hey sexy," "Dario Cueto put me in the trios tournament with Mariposa and the Moth. So I would appreciate it if you could come out and show me support." So there you have the general manager, the owner of the company, playing mind games with his employees, putting Mac in the team with Mariposa and the Moth. Crazy. And the match was awesome. But before I get to that, um, Sexy Star was like, I don't know, I can't. He's like, I really need it. She's just like, yeah, I can't. She's scared shitless of Mariposa. And he leaves and she just starts working out, starts, bam, my bad. Starts benching it. Lucha gets me excited, guys. He just starts benching ferociously. And the match was awesome. The match started off with and Cisco and the Mac. And I've never seen Cisco pull out these moves like he did. He was jumping all over the place, doing arm drags from the top rope and stuff like that. It was crazy. These guys pulled off all the stops to make an entertaining match. And they were telling the story of the Moth and Mariposa tagged each other and they wouldn't let the Mac in, and Joey Ryan only coming in when it was his opportunity. And he's like, I want the girl. He was gonna face Mac. He's like, I want the girl. And Mariposa slaps him. He grabs her by the face, knocks her down. Awesome match. It collided. The action really picked up by the end of the match when the Mac, he was gonna hit. Everybody was outside. Joey Ryan, Cisco, Cortez Castro and Joey Ryan showed some serious animosity in this match as well. So we're finding out that there is some animal who would just dog him like, man, like if he doesn't like that. And like Vampiro and Matt Striker, they don't know about them. Of course they don't know. Nobody knows that they're undercover cops. But they could tell that there's some animosity between those two. But anyway, so the Mac, he's so athletic for such a big guy. He's so freaking athletic. But he runs, he's going to do the dive to the outside, and Mariposa stands in his way. And she's like, like a butterfly. She's like, what? And the Mac just kicks her in the stomach, which drops her to the outside with everybody. And the Mac dives on everybody, including his teammate, the Moth and Mariposa. And he just stands up with his mouthpiece, and you can see everything. Awesome match. The match ended in an awesome fashion as well. The Mac's going in, and he's gonna go to finish. He's gonna go to finish Joey Ryan when the Moth tags him on his back hard, and the Mac stays into the ring, and they're standing face to face, and the Mac's like hits him on the chest like, I'm in, like if to say I'm tagging you, but right. When then Marty hits him again, hits Mac back, I'm in. Bam! When they just start chopping each other, boom, boom, boom. We're like 10 times each. And then Mac's like, man. And then he hits the Stone Cold Stunner on them. And the crew does their move. And Joey Ryan's the legal guy. And Joey Ryan pins the Mac to win this match for his team. Awesome match. Told an awesome story. And the crew and Joey Ryan will continue on in this trios tournament. What a fun, awesome match. I love it. There's another vignette, and it's Rey Mysterio with Dragon Azteca. And Rey Mysterio's wearing like this Batman mask, got the horns and everything, got like the lines, the rugged lines. He's like, hey man, Matanza kicked your ass. Which is funny because Matanza kicked Ray's ass too, but he's like, Matanza kicked your ass, and it's time to go in. You could beat him. It's time to fight, not for revenge, but for honor. And you know what? Next week we will be in the trios tournament. And he's like, all right, yeah, I'm down. I'll fight for honor, whatever, right? And he's like, who's gonna be our partner? Then Prince Puma comes out, and he's like, he's going to be our partner. I saw him fighting in the streets like Dragon Azteca found you fighting in the streets. And then they're like, yeah, we're in. And even Prince Poon was like, yeah, we're in. He talked. He talked for the very first time. And it's funny because it was nothing memorable or, nothing that even I remember the exact words he said. But yeah, he finally talked for the first time, I think. I think it's the first time he's ever talked because I thought he was a literal cat. But, Lucha with the silliness. But time for our main event. Phoenix versus the monster Dario Cueto. And Phoenix was basically getting his rematch clause for the title because he was champion during Aztec Warfare. And this is another squash. Matanza's just unbeatable, man. Phoenix got the biggest heart in Lucha Underground. But even he got squashed, got beat up, got murked. He got murked by the monster, Matanza Cueto. And after the match, Matanza just grabs him, starts hitting him, starts ripping his mask. And Dario Cueto's like, make him bleed, make him bleed. And the ref's like, dude, stop it. And Dario Cueto's like, hey, if you interrupt this, I'll fire you. So he really can't do anything. And Dario Cueto Matanza really playing this heel role. And I was thinking, no, is he going to incapacitate Phoenix just like he did to Pentagon Jr., my favorite wrestler? Still sad about that. I'm still sad about that. And then Katrina comes out. And I'm like, no, we can't be. No, we're getting this already. And she's like, stop. And Matanza just stands up, looks at her. And Dario Cueto's like, hey, don't stop. And the camera's just on her. And then we see Mil Muertes attack the monster Matanza Cueto in the ring. He attacks him. So good. And then he throws him outside of the ring. And he just stands tall. And Katrina's waving her rock. Whatever the hell that's supposed to be. I don't know. She's waving that rock in front of her. And Dario Cueto's waving the key in front of Matanza. So he's like, hey, come with me. We gotta go. So Mil Muertes was standing tall. So he saved Phoenix. The man that beat him for the title. And the Master Striker was called. He's like, is he there to save Phoenix? Or is he there for the title? Either way, he saved Phoenix. So Mil Muertes has officially gone to the good side. And it looks like we're going to get Mil Muertes versus Matanza Cueto. If there's anyone that could beat Matanza, it's Death himself. Katrina said it last week. Death is coming for your man. So you better get ready. Thanks everybody for watching. And you guys have a great day. Peace.